So when I look through this window, all I can think about is a bunch of naked people having snacks. Hi everyone. In today's video, we're exploring an abandoned nudist park. If you're new to this channel, we explore abandoned places and historic ruins. If you find that interesting, please like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notifications bell so you don't miss an episode. It certainly helps me out. Thanks. So I'm entering in the property here. I haven't seen any no trespassing signs, so presumably it's okay to walk through here. So this looks like the kind of an administrative office or kind of a greeting center or something like that. It looks like there's a bunch of cabinetry in here for cleaning supplies and things like that. So maybe this was one of the main offices. It's really in tough shape. It looks like all of the ceilings have been leaking a lot of water, and all of the ceilings have come down, and even the floors look like they're all collapsing. It really looks like, for the most part, people just walked away at some point, and a lot of the furniture is still in the building. But unfortunately, the elements have really done a number on the building, and definitely all the floors are in rough shape. A lot of concrete around here too. They've used concrete for dividers and for decoration. Back in the day, I think you could buy those special concrete little pieces that were very decorative in gardens and swimming areas and outdoor pools and that kind of thing. In this section, it looks like the roof is completely collapsed. I dare not even go into the structure really, because the floors look like they're in very tough shape. So out behind here, there looks like there's a couple of smaller buildings. I'm not exactly sure what they are. A bunch of tires here. Not sure why there would be tires in a park. So I guess the idea here was that it was more like a campground. And people would come with trailers or rent cabins and camp. I think the whole thing was more like a campground. Not sure what this was. It's a base for something. Perhaps might have been a well. So here are two little smaller buildings. They could have been really just change houses. It looks like there's a shower at the back there, and the rest of it is just kind of a big open room. So I'm not sure if this was a sleep cabin or if it was just a change area. And this building looks much the same, although the layout is different, so I'm not sure why that would be. But really, really tough shape. Even the wall is gone, and this back wall is gone. If you know more about the history of the site, please by all means leave some comments below the video. It's certainly an interesting place. So there looks like a bunch of TV antennas here, old style analog TV antennas. Well, apparently this property operated as Sun Valley Gardens between 1954 and 1982. About a year ago I read an article in a local paper that described the business as it was then. The owner was Carl Roulet, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and he was a great promoter of naturism, or the naturist lifestyle. Really, very, very early on, though. You know, if you think about 1954, that's really not an era where you would have thought about that particular lifestyle. Probably would have come under a lot of scrutiny and probably a lot of harassment by the police, I would think. So this looks like an office area. I see a little intercom in here that I imagine connects to different areas in the building. And this is much the same. Another office area of some sort. Ceilings collapsed on the other side. Looks like a whole bunch of lighting controls for probably lights around the pool area. Wow, this place is in really, really tough shape. I see over there there's a wishing well. There's some kind of little pool here. Pool or garden feature of some sort. The park bench is still there. And if you look way behind there, you can see the wishing well up behind the trees up on the top. So the most interesting feature of this area, this site, is the swimming pool. There's a massive swimming pool here. And it's all surrounded by this really very old style concrete decoration brick. So the centerpiece of the club apparently was an 80-foot swimming pool. So you can see it here. It's again, it's in pretty tough shape. There's a bunch of trees in it now. The concrete is really crumbling. It's quite interesting, really. Like I remember as a kid, my parents had a cottage around the same time frame, and my dad was also a big builder of concrete things. So this really reminds me very much of that era when people were decorating with concrete. So the slides are still here. They're a little bit overgrown over here, but the slides are over here to presumably there was a whole bunch of people sliding down those slides into the pool at one time. Looks like there's some wood here from a gazebo of some sort. More concrete decorative blocks, what you call it. So here's the other end of the pool. I don't know if this is a deep end or what it is, but definitely don't want to fall into it. It doesn't look all that appealing today. There's even some life rings over there in the middle. Gosh, and they've been sitting there since forever. There's the diving board and a little pool house, and the deck chairs are still there where they were once piled back in 1982, if you can believe that. It's really a shame, when you look at something like this. This was somebody's, life dream to build a place like this, and certainly from their perspective to promote this particular lifestyle, which today would be not much of a big deal, but back then it was pretty significant, pretty big departure from what people would think is normal. But, these days we're much more enlightened, so this really wouldn't be much of a big deal these days. So this looks like the pool house. It's got various pool filters and pumps and things like that. And if you look, and there's a phone here, and you can really see the date, it really dates itself now when you look at the rotary dial on the phone here. So that's pretty cool. So that's definitely showing us where it was closed in the 1980s. Because we all switched to touch-tone phones, and those are no longer. Watch the wire. So this looks like kind of a central building where there were kind of rooms where there would be like a party room or something like that. Again, right here the ceiling is completely collapsed into the bottom of the room, whatever it was. I see there's some, like an amplifier here for music, and some other equipment in there still to this day. Structurally very unsound. So really definitely would want to go in there, take a look at that. So up these stairs here, it's pretty sound. It's all still concrete. But if you look out over the top here, I don't know if this was a deck back in the day or what it was exactly, but the main building is to the right here. More decorative concrete blocks all over, and this flat area out here, which I presume was a deck, but it is in such unstable shape now. I don't think you'd really want to stand out there. You'd probably go right through, for sure. So you can sort of see the roof there is doing all kinds of dips and valleys, dipsy doodles, up and down, so I can't imagine it's very stable. So much debris on the ground here. It's really a shame, to see a building that would, in its day, was a pretty big focus of, pretty active club. So apparently this was the snack bar, and so a whole bunch of people would be snacking on different things in here, on this kind of plasticky chairs at the counter. Again, look at all the concrete decorative blocks. Oh my goodness. They're all over the place. So that seemed to be the theme of the place, was areas divided off by the concrete decorative blocks. In fact, when I went back and did some research on this place, some of the photos showed these same blocks with all of the guests when they were there. So pretty interesting. So I think that's pretty much it as far as the main buildings. I see a red dot on this wall here, which generally means, I believe, no trespassing. So I don't think. I think that's quite wise, actually. The building is so unstable that it's really very dangerous to go inside. Not sure what this is about, but I'm sure local children, local kids have been frequenting this site. Looks like the local storage spot for all the supplies, and I see a big cement mixer back here. So again, it reminds me of my childhood when my dad was a big concrete pourer. So this is much the same. The folks that ran this place were probably constantly pouring concrete. So it looks like this is another storage shed or utility shed of some sort. Lots of things stored in there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. A little walk around to see some interesting history here. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.